Everybody, welcome to another modern video. I'm finally playing Ozolith, the Shattered Spire. This is the new card from March of the Machine that is boosting the Hardened Scales archetype. This is the second Ozolith. We already had the first one, which is very strong, incredibly strong, and it's I mean, obviously costs one more mana, but it's an additional Hardened Scales that also has a powerful activate ability. This card is super powerful in draft, but hasn't really pushed through standard. But I've tried it because it clearly seems to be super pushed, even with that cycling clause, because it's a legendary card. So if you draw a second copy, you can cycle it away. But obviously, the standard of Rakdos cannot afford creature decks to be good. So, but that's another story. Let's talk about Modern now. Hardened Scales, this deck won Sunday Challenge, and I'm finally able to play it on the stream. I've played this deck twice on stream. The first time with no reps, I went 5-0. The second time, I did not do well. But I hope this time goes better. Again, it's a super difficult deck. I'll definitely be missing lethal here and there, so make sure to write in the comments what would you have done in different. But anyway, again, this is at least that won the challenge, so I just net decked it, even with the 3 Orvar. There's 4 Soulless Jailer in the sideboard. This is another card that it's relatively new to Modern, and it's mostly here to hose on Cascade decks. Unclear if it's better or not than a card like Chalice of the Void, because it costs 2 versus 0. Although obviously being a creature means that you can put counters on it, so you know that's always that upside. Yeah, and the rest was straightforward. Let's go to battle with the Hardened Scales deck. Hello everyone, good morning chat. Modern League. We got the Scales. Let's play a league match, shall we? Unlikely that I stream a cube draft. Maybe I will, but usually whenever I do limited content, I get way less views. So that's my primary focus, to get views. I would say overall, there's not gonna be cube unless I have like 1 hour hold. Then I can fire off a cube and get 1 hour video in. Hello, Chimi Pipopote. Very happy that I'm very happy that the jet lag did not impact at all my schedule, as I was able to wake up every day at the proper time. All right, let's begin. I'll go Forest Ancient Steerings. Hello, Manalo. Good morning. And by forest, I mean Cragcrown Pathway, which you play it over any other lands because you can blow up your Zabaz, and unlikely that your opponent can feel the ruin you to death. Three forests. Alright, let's go. I'm happy to take a 1-drop. Ikram Coast. Okay, is this hammer time? Looks like it, as per Sentinel. The Sentinel is so good. I think I like to go drum this turn. Irnik, 28 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Alright, they go for some Giver Burns, which are not the worst, but since I don't play that many, missing a land here sucks. I think, considering that my top 5 cards earlier didn't have any lands, I think it might be safe if I just go Zabaz, Ancient Steerings, hoping to get a land, and then play Ozolith. Yeah, that's my plan here. Considering that again, my top 7 cards after my starting hand did not have any lands, I would say it is likely that I hit one in the top 5 now. Obviously, it's not how math exactly works, but sort of, right? Let's get Saga. What I get Nexus? Is Nexus actually lethal reasonably soon? Yeah, might be actually. Yeah. The Nexus might be lethal actually. It's probably better than Saga. At the same time though, I can just make tokens with Saga. Shadowspear, of course. I think since I have like a pretty stacked hand, I will try to, well, not try to ignore Saga, but I will ignore Saga here and go with land, Ozolith, because I already paid the tax earlier, so I don't have to pay it again. Good morning, Kak. Opponent deck doesn't really play removal spells. They might have the Solitude thing in them, but unlikely though. You think that people loved watching Cube? I think that's mostly in theory. In practice, watching Limited is so boring because you kinda it's just slow and I don't know. I feel you there. I also enjoy watching Constructed more than Cube. Unless it's LSV, I watch literally anything from LSV. Okay, my opponent really doesn't have anything going on. I think I don't mind just play to a Ravager. And maybe I'm lethal already, although I doubt it. Maybe I'm lethal already. I have no idea what I am. Let's just pretend I'm not lethal. Let's pretend I'm not lethal. I really don't think I am. You can sacrifice this to that. Because of the Zabaz, this will get, I don't know, a bunch of counters. Alright, now I must have lethal. Is Hangarback better than a Ravager? Probably, right? Right, so let's begin. Sacrifice this. Let's auto yield a bunch. How many counters does this get? 2. Okay. Let's sacrifice also this Ravager. I think it's gonna get way more counters now. Because of modular too. Yeah, I got 5 counters now. Counters. Again, I don't really think I need. Yeah, I can just probably sacrifice Zabaz to Ravager too. Modular on it. So this gets 8 counters, and now I'm already lethal, so I don't even need to suck the Springleaf Drum. So let's just let's go to combat. Well, this is huge. This probably was lethal last turn. I don't even know. So I'm sacrificing this to itself. Double check they don't fly, but I don't think so. Sacrifice this to itself. Yes. I'll move the modular counter here. Yes. Big in combat. It was last turn exactly 10 poison. Right, yeah, again. Yeah, we're just dealing 20 poison right now. It was last turn too, I'm sure. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. I dealt way too many poison this turn to not be lethal last turn. Again, when you play this deck, either you decide to count a lot, so, but that's not good for content, or you just kinda click the buttons. So hopefully, I think I do a good mix of both. Anyway, on the draw, so we have Just in Mine, Haywire Mite, the Needle. That's 5. Welding Jar seems bad since they will exile mostly. Hey, what else is bad? One land because I'm bringing in the cavern. Yeah. Hey, what else? To cut one card. Is it Zabaz? I don't know. Let's go like this. Yeah, 20 poison accounts for 2 wins. I plan on cutting the beard and the hair today. By the way, for all the beard enjoyer. Every good things have to come to an end. And today's the end. For the mango beard. Alright, let's go. Put a must of 6. The thing is that last turn I knew I was lethal. I didn't even count. I knew I had 1 million damage. 1 million poison in that case. The previous turn, again, I didn't count because I assume I didn't have it, but I did have it. I just need to play the second Ravager. Insane opening end. Alright, let's begin. Horizon Canopy, Sigarda's Aid, Ornithopter pass the turn. Forest, Hardened Scales. Inkmoth Nexus. Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, we can already be dead here. We might already die here. So we need to start thinking about that first. I think it's just an easy Walking Ballista here. Okay. Do things change now? Because I could needle the Nexus. I think a Walking Ballista, though, means that I can't really keep the Nexus. The needle is good, though. We go Needle, Nexus, Zabaz go. They attack with Doctor. I take it. They put one hammer on it. I got a 10. And then I have to... And then this is an Abyss. I think I'd rather go Walking Ballista and pass. Yeah, this is the Jewel of Future Sight lands. A good point. For those of you who don't know, Future Sight was a set with future mechanic lands. All of these became a cycle. This one hasn't become a cycle yet. What attacks with an Ornithopter? And let's see what they do. Because if they put one hammer on it, I have to, I think, kill the doctor, right? River of Tears hasn't been a cycle yet. Yeah, also Nimbus Maze, I think. They made a cycle of Graven Cairns. Horizon Canopy. What else? Yeah, that's it, I guess. Only Graven Cairns and Horizon Canopy got their cycle. Alright, so my opponent has 3 cards in hand. I can, again... So I die to Double Hammer anyway. If I kill this, then I can Needle that. I think it's alright. This way I also lose to, like, Shadowspear, but... I mean, I don't lose, but not great shape, because I can't really chump it. Alright, Double Hammer. Easy. That's okay. You gotta make peace with these hands. Like, if Hammer has these hands, it's what it is. Like, sometimes you have no control over the game of Magic, and you just gotta accept it. Alright. Let's go to the next game I'm on the play. I'm on the play, so I'll bring back the basic forest. Again, this one is irrelevant. Yeah, let's go. Just a crazy set with the new layout with Tarmogoyf, Narcomoeba, Bridge from Below. Just an amount of cards is like out of mind. Out of mind. Alright, easy keep for me. Turn 1. What is it? I think it's just Ancient Steerings. Looking for a second land. You can't believe the self-damage is important? Then you better believe it. The self-damage is important. Straight great. Yeah. A. Am I ignoring Urza Saga once again to pick up the Nexus? Nexus is kinda crazy with 2 Ravager. Yeah, I think I don't know why, but I keep on preferring Nexus to Urza Saga in this deck, in this matchup. Hey, what do I do? I think I like to go drum and pay the tax. Always pay the tax. Welcome everyone to a new Legacy video. So, Tashiji, 123 people join the stream. Welcome, welcome. Alright, my opponent managed to do 1+2 again. That's okay. We are now entering the Abyss mode, and now I cannot pay the tax anymore. It's too high. My income does not allow me to pay the current taxation. So I am forced to... not pay it. So, I can go Patchwork Automaton and then Ravager. Buongiorno Pivo. Buongiorno Tashi. I can go Automaton, Ravager, Chum Block. I think it's alright. And then maybe I win next turn with the Nexus. Yeah, I think it's all. Actually, Automaton kind of sucks now that I think about it. Because I really don't care about it growing. Might as well just chump with it so I can go Ravager Automaton. I think it's better actually. And chump with Automaton. I can suck it on the Ravager, yeah. Also, this is ward, so it doesn't die to removal. Maybe that matters. Ooh, they have a blocker. Block. Sacrifice on the Ravager. E la madonna, opponente, te sei scelte, porca madosca, ma che cazzo è? Alright, go to the next match. Playing games like this, you might feel like, oh, I hate Modern, why people find it fun. The thing is that if you play a deck that doesn't interact, you lose. Like, it's what it is. And you just open yourself to lose more games because your opponent just has the perfect hand and you have nothing to do about it. Which was one of the reasons why I did not enjoy Modern for the longest of the time, because most matchups were like this. Now, thankfully, to Modern Horizons 2, there's so many answers that most games don't act like this. Although, obviously, when they do, when it's like two combo decks, one against each other, it goes like this, and it feels like you had no agency over the game. And that's okay, you can't accept it. Otherwise, you just play a different deck if you don't want to accept it. Alright, Blackclip Clip. Thoughtseize. Alright, that's a scam. They take the Walking Ballista. Okay, vámonos. Forest Hardened Scales. Ooh, the Ozolith. The Shutter Spire. I make my things very big. Yeah, down turn two both games. Whatever, right? They hit the highs against you and they're gonna hit the lows against somebody else. Doty Void Walker. Okay. Let's see what it can do. Do I play Saga? If they have Blood Moon sucks because they just don't raid me. But if they don't, I think I'm happy. They have it. Alright, this don't rain me. Bye bye, Blood Moon. Bye bye, sorry, Urza Saga. It's been real. It's been real. Shuts down modular. The Dothy? Yeah, that's true. Opponent dashes a Ragavan. Take 5, go to 12. Ah, they found the creature. I really wanted that. Would have been so big. Just a 1-1 for me. For you, sorry. Alright, creature from the top. Ekololi. I don't know how big this is, but thankfully we're Magic Online, so Magic Online will count for me. Five, five, boom. When this dies, you make X 1/1s, although there's Doty Void Walker. So if it dies, I don't make any 1/1s. I got a 9. Hey, Walking Ballista, please. Or Mengu, Walking Ballista. Arcbound Ravager. Doesn't do anything, unfortunately. It's just a large creature. I'm dying here, chat. I'm dying of a horrible death. Again, there's Doty Void Walker, so modular doesn't work. This ability doesn't work. So him rock. To 10 damage. Unfortunately, you are allowed to block, unlike me. Yeah, Walking Ballista off the top. I don't know if it wins the game though. I guess it does. I kill all my opponent things. Is Ballista not a triggered ability in real life? Right. Interesting. Actually, it was not like this in the past. It must be bugged. It was not like this in the past, I remember. Yeah. Anyway, I got a 3. I have 1 draw step. By the way, I'm very surprised that nobody in the chat suggested me to activate Nexus and put counters on it. Very surprised. Not even one person suggested that. This is a behavior I did not expect. Alright. Go to combat. And attack. I have no idea what can happen. Probably nothing. Why did I not block? Yeah, right. Why did I not block the Ravager? That's another question. I ask myself. Pretty sure it doesn't work because of modular, but I'm literally dead on board, so might as well click the buttons. But pretty sure the modular doesn't work because of Dothywood Walker. Alright. It was not lethal anyway. So. Alright. Haywire Mite, always good against Blood Moon, I think. Actually, I don't even know if it's true. Is it true? Is Haywire Mite always good against Blood Moon, I think? Question mark. Maybe it is, and maybe I ignored the Blood Moon. Yeah. Dream Saga? That's a good point. Yeah, let's do that. Everyone on the play. Cazzo on the play. Porca merda. Ah, sorry, chat. My brain. Alright, I'm on the play. Mulligan. Alright, keep. What do I bottom? Tough choices here. Do I bottom the Walking Ballista? Because, like, Hangarback Walker is very good. Walking Ballista is good against the Dothy. Ravager? Ravager just gives the name to the deck, basically. I mean, it doesn't, but, like... Oh, I'm bottoming this. They go Dorothy White Walker, I'll cry. Good morning, Insane Goon. Yeah, exactly. Hangarback is just very good against anything that's not Dorothy. Alright. Opponent's a scammer. What'd you pitch? Scammer. You scammer. Ooh, Undying. I haven't seen this card in a while. Alright, we got nothing. We have a Welding Jar though. Ooh, Scales. Thinking around, maybe I draw a land and I can make some tokens. Or maybe not and I'll lose the game. Okay. Do I want to cycle this? I can get Zabaz into play from the Saga and it'll be quite large. No, I think I want to cycle this. I'll draw a land so I can make a token next turn. Not quite a land. Scummer. This deck looks like it'll make you sick of combat math. Well, thankfully, there's no combat math because they have no creatures. Alright, Gemstone Caverns right on time. Thank you, thank you. What do we get? We got a little Z. We got Zabaz. The word point. I was not going to Pithing Needle you. What do I look for? I guess a 2-drop. Push. Or saving my wasp. With the jar. And then can I get a 2-drop here? Manco pel cazzo. Not the luckiest. Considering I have like what 16 2-drops? Whatever. If I get Zabaz, I just grow this one. I don't think it's a great play. Might be though. Just play Zabaz, legendary rule, modulate, put counter, it's just a large thing. Is it better than just going Nexus? Is it better than going Nexus? If you run Nexus, I have 3 lands for next turn. I don't really think I need 3 lands next turn. What do we need 3 lands for? Yeah, I just get a Zabaz. Play it. Legendary rule, choose this. Modular, counter here. I'll just have 6. Yes. Counter here. Yes. Thankfully, again, we're on Magic Online. In paper, I have no idea how many counters this things would get. You bolt me. Oof, am I dead? Buongiorno, Mattia. You terminate. Alright, 9 counters on the Ozolith. Let's draw the Walking Ballista that I put at the bottom of my deck. Ravager. I'm not dead. Not dead on board yet. I might actually win the game if I draw a card. Now with a Nexus? Yeah, well, I put in this spot only because I got this Zabaz. Otherwise, my card would had what? I don't know, 3 power, 4 power. It wasn't for the Zabaz, the second Zabaz. Alright, I go to 1. You thought it was an 8-8? Yeah. I draw Urza Saga, and that's it. Good game. And by that I mean terrible game. I'm going to play the Pauper Showcase Challenge. No, I'm not. A friend of yours plays skills in a tournament. Good luck to them. Any changes to your modern list with Aftermath? Oh yeah, let's take a look at the new set. I didn't know it was a new set. Apparently it dropped yesterday. Imagine that. Play Magic for a living, I did not know that. Anyway, there's this card which I read it yesterday, it was very good. It's a 3-mana 3/3 that whenever you play a land, whenever like a whatever landfall, you have any mana of any colors, a Lotus Cobra, which is not a modern playable, but it has another ability because if you fetch, so if you got a second time, you get an elemental from the top. That's good. That's very good. Although we're playing a 3/3 that dies to bold, it doesn't have an ATB, so probably that's not gonna be good enough for modern. But I mean, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Okay. Opponent's playing Keruga de Macrosage, and as you know, if you companion Keruga de Macrosage, the Magic Online client immediately puts you on the play. There is an algorithm that basically, in order to balance the companion rule, it's like a nerf, they did it after. In order to nerf Keruga, they made so that you're always on the play if you companion Keruga. An algorithm. Yes, how do you pronounce it, that, Mr. English speaker? Do you want to pronounce that in Italian, maybe? Alright, let's go. I have some cards. In Italian, we say algoritmo. Every difficult word in English come from Latin anyway, so it's always the same. Let's go. Let's go. What do I do first turn? I think it's just Mr. Ozolith and pass. I don't really want to go Steerings yet. I don't know what I'm getting. Hope I had a wonderful time in North America. Yeah, I only stayed in Minneapolis, and yes, I had a great time. It was just, yeah, it's the things that I enjoyed the most in my life for sure. Travel? I mean, the travel's whatever. I mean, obviously, Magic not being on the play. Anyway, the travel is it's okay. You watch some movies and so Boseiju kills the Leyline Binding, but Zabaz I think it's better here. And pass. I watched a movie. I watched a couple of movies that were like this, like 2.5 hours movie that I've never watched at home, but I think it's doable on the flights. All right, let's go. I can go Automaton, Saga, Springleaf Drum, and then Ozolith. Any good movies? I watched The Whale, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I watched. I think the title of the movie was A Man Called Otto. Although even that one, I'm not sure I would recommend it. What else did I watch? I mean, then I watched some light movies just because 2.5 hours sad movie. It needs to be balanced with a light movie. Yeah. The hair was sad. It wasn't even that sad. I mean, I'm not saying it was happy. Of course, it was sad. But like, you just watch it and you just wait, and you're like, I hope it finishes soon. You know what I mean? It's like the story of this. I mean, whatever. I don't want to explain movies right now, but it was just a type of movie that I was really hoping for it to finish, which maybe doesn't say good things of the movie. I said The Whale. Whereas the other one is a little bit better, but still, I think it was, yeah. Also, I flew Delta, and it's the first time I flew Delta in a long time. I was always flying Lufthansa. Man, it's so much better than Lufthansa. It's unbelievable. I really, yeah, I really missed flying with Delta. I'll try, I guess, to fly with Delta more often in the future. All right, what do? I have no idea. Do they play sweepers? No, maybe. Do I want to make tokens? I don't know, maybe. Do I have lethal? No, I don't think so. I'm not gonna make a token. I'm just playing a bunch of stuff here, hoping they don't have a sweeper. Then I can attack you for 6. You don't block, you're dead, but you're definitely blocking, otherwise you die. Why you didn't block? I guess they have solitude. La solitudine. Actually, this has word too. Puna just died. Maybe it's not dead. All right, let's count. So I sacrifice like this Springleaf Drum to Ravager, Ozolith to Ravager, Automaton to Ravager. So this will have 1, 2, 3 counters. Then I sacrifice Zabaz to Ravager. And how many counters is that? Is it 2? Is it 3? Does Zabaz count itself when it modulars? So let's say it's 3. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, so it's 4, 7. I think I have 13 damage. I don't have lethal. Any tweet chatter that knows? I don't think I have lethal. I just pass here. Patchwork Automatons? No, this thing does not do anything. Yeah, I'm just passing, right? This one does only trigger at the beginning of the combat, so I'm in the block phase already. E niente, pass. Go. It's only chat lethal, that's true. It was only chat lethal. Let's see what they do. They play Omnath, Tututua. Yeah, Zabaz is dead by the time. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's see what they do now. Okay, 4 mana for you. No, actually 4 life now. 4 mana with this land. Yep. Yeah, right now they don't have any flyer, although I'd much rather kill them with a card with ward too, because they can't solitude it. Ujirina Dauntless General. I don't know what that is. I definitely don't know the name of the new cards. Is it the 2/2 that gives other human ward? You counted it was 1 short? Really? You counted 16 damage? How? Do you know my opponent was able to block if I sacrificed anything on it in begin combat? Also, they could solitude the Ravager anytime, so I definitely don't have like or short lethal. Like Ravager, like Solitude will always be annoying here, and it's gonna be very hard to play, and I don't know. I'm in the 0-2 bracket, so I'm definitely playing relaxed here. I don't really stress too much, unlike my opponent who's clearly stressing about this game, which I respect. I respect. You are playing on Magic Online, so timer isn't an issue. You have the algorithm that always puts you on the play. You must think thoroughly, right? The black-white human that exiles graveyards ATB. It makes humans indestructible. Sure, I mean, unfortunately, they released the set so that it's impossible to buy on on Magic Online. But outside of that, hooray for new cards. Also, I asked my local game store, and he said that he didn't purchase the cards because, you know, it's kind of awkward to buy and everything like that. I don't know, man. They're just Wizards just trying new things constantly, and fine, I guess. All right. What do I do here? Do I sacrifice? Like, they're dealing 2 damage to the Ravager. If I sacrifice this here, how many counters does this get? Actually, I could sacrifice Ravager to itself. And those will put a lot of counters on the Zabaz. Nah, right? I'm going to sacrifice Springleaf Drum and Zabaz and just call it a day. Probably alright. Yeah, or I can sacrifice Ravager to itself. The Zabaz is gonna get 3 counters, so it's gonna dodge the Fury. I guess I'm gonna get a new Zabaz with Saga, so yeah, let's just sacrifice Drum and Zabaz. Hope they don't go Ephemerate. It would be brutal. Ooh, I guess I didn't need to sacrifice the Drum. Yeah, because Zabaz also is modular. Yeah, I punted. Sacrifice the Drum for no reason, I'm sorry. Oh, we have Fire Ice. Man, that was such a punt to sacrifice the Drum. I guess at this point I sacrifice the Patchwork Automaton too. Usually it's gonna get a lot of counters at least. The fairy? Okay. Done. Would you bounce? The Ravager or the Ozolith? The Ravager. Do I suck it to itself? At least don't draw a card. Might be alright. What do I have here? Shadowspear. I suck it to itself. It's gonna put 5 counters here, then the Ozolith even more. Yeah, I guess. Guess it might work. This gets how many? 11 counters. This one gets 5. So I got 21, and I can give it trample. Maybe it works. Now you cast an artifact spell. Have like a 20? Yeah, I think I got lethal. Somehow. I think I got lethal somehow. Do I need this? I got 1 more counter. I might just make a token too. This is it's I don't think it's relevant. I think I got lethal regardless, because this is war 2, so they can't solitude it. Shadowspear. Let's play the scales. Let's keep the Shadowspear. Go to combat. Yeah. Alright. Again, not sure how this all happened, but it did happen and we won the game. Basically, this deck is like a constant, I don't know what I'm doing effects, but it sometimes just end up randomly being lethal the turn after. Alright, GG. I'm on the draw. And I'm ready to go. On the draw and ready to go. This is who we are. Yep. So, Masashi. Forest Scales. Your turn. Bonjour for the 8th month. Do you think this is an S tier deck? I do not. Okay, opponent is about to tap my land. Oh, you don't tap my land? Mean. This feels wrong. It feels wrong that they don't tap my land. What do you have there? Fire Ice? No, you can't have Fire Ice. You have, maybe they just have removals. Should I cast? That's not good. Well, if it have Teferi Bounds, like, it works on anything I play anyway. And I don't want to play Ravager on empty board. By the way, skills, yes, it works like this. It doesn't go on the stack. I think it's fine. People were worried how it worked, but you know, as you saw, it didn't go on the stack. Ooh, Leyline Binding. Alright, Boseiju doesn't work on Leyline Binding here because this comes back with 0 counters. Do I go for a mountain? Yeah, sure. And then I can go for Ozolith. And then Zabaz. Why do you think his deck is not S tier? I don't know what that means, S tier. Doesn't it mean like it's the best deck and there's nothing else? And it's not. We're playing modern. Force of Vigor. There's no S tier deck. It's not especially a deck that, you know, has artifacts in the format with Force of Vigor. And, you know, Solitude and such. It's a good deck. It's a good deck for sure. Alright, let's start with Ravager. And then Hangarback. I think I like the sequencing. I guess I should have played Welding Jar first. Yeah, should have played Welding Jar first for sure. Sorry, Welding Jar. Anyway, sacrifice an artifact. Yeah, sacrifice the Zabaz, right? Yeah, I've learned this I've learned this the previous turn. How does it work? Very costly the fact that my opponent can't play Lightning Bolt in their deck. If you really like tiers, I suggest you to check out my monthly power ranking that I do for Channel Fireball. 3 mana, Teferino, Paperino, okay. What do? You bounce Ravager? Oh, you bounce Leyline Binding. That's a cool play. That's a cool play. How do you use the affiliate link for SCG? Exclamation mark deck. You click on this link, and then you shop, and there is the tracker affiliate code. Yeah, this is the best way to support if you would like to buy from TCG, and it's free for you. Like, it doesn't change anything. Buongiorno, Diva. Draw, good spell. Do I even have it? Patchwork Automaton. Alright. It's a 2-mana 2/2 if I've seen one. Do I... Well, I start by playing it, because why not? Do I pump the Hangarback Walker? Or do I just tap it? I think I like to tap it, yeah. Teferino, Paperino, and then pass. Actually, let's also do this. Yeah, pass. Yoga. Okay, they looks like they're passing. They can go 3 mana Oblivion Ring on Flesh. That's okay. They could draw. It says Zabaz. Would like to play it? Sure, why not? I guess I should do this. I should pump this first. Then play Zabaz. And then let's jam. Let's jam. Not with the Hangarback Walker. I still believe in the Hangarback Walker. Because I have now a Zabaz ability to destroy the Hangarback Walker. That's pretty good. Let's go, opponent. Let me click the buttons. Thank you. The opponent is definitely doing too much math. You don't get it? Me neither. We're just, thankfully we're playing on a digital platform, so they can count for us. Alright, so that's what they're doing there. They are targeting the Ravager. Of course I have to do something. What's the best thing to do? I think what I like to do here is sacrifice Ravager to itself and put a counter on where? On the Hangarback? Or on the Automaton? I think on the Hangarback, yeah. Sacrifice itself. Yeah. Go on the Hangarback. This thing got 6 counters. I literally have no idea what happened, but I'm glad. I'm glad it's working. You take 3. I guess the Ravager was the 3/3, so I moved 4 counters because of the Zabaz. That's what happened. Yeah, you hate Elementals players. You do, Otashi. Yeah, I like Elemental players. They're still living the Yorion glory days with memories. Yeah, I mean, blue eye control players almost just hate everyone else. That's kind of like the mood, right? No, that's not true, actually. Blue eye control players are good people, too. Not the best people, but are good people, too, yeah. No, the ones that are smarter than everyone else are amulet players. Those are the smarter in the world. Everyone else is at least second. Alright, you're tapping Nova Bay. You're tapping my red land? No, chat. No, it's just smart play, actually. Did I kill my own Hangarback? Couldn't freaking going to Leyline Bind in it, I know. Yeah, I think I have to do it. Otherwise, they can also like Prismatic Hand in it. At least now they only have to Leyline Bind in it. Yeah. I don't think there was a way to play around this. I could have put counters on this guy, but then they would have also just Leyline Bind in it. So now they needed fire plus binding. Very smart. Alright, I can't play Prismatic Ending. It's okay, they would have done this regardless. This generation was good time in standard. That was like 12 years ago. Roy Troy. That was 12 years ago. You need to move on. Think about the future. Think about the beauty of the current standard, where blue-white control isn't remotely playable. Actually, that's not true. Somebody played blue-white control in top 16, the PT, I think. Alright, what you doing there? You're furing my cards. Wow, that's a lot of hate for my poor Zabaz. We just regenerate it? No, why not? Or I could just let it die and move the counters here. Okay, too, I think. And I tell you about how good Extended was. How? I know. It's a great format. You could play fun things like Enduring Ideal. Different blocks like Welding Jar does. You could just play fast lands, or whatever, double lands, I don't know how you guys call them. And then play a 7 mana card that doesn't let you cast any other spell for the rest of the game. What's to not like? Enduring Ideal. Because regenerating goes on the stack. Yes, yes. Hmm. I remember the first event I ever played, I played John the Destructive Flow, which was a 3 mana card that blowed up non-basic lands. Not very good. I remember first opponent was playing Dredge, and I didn't know any card, and it was not easy for a child to understand how Dredge works. Bubble Hulk, yeah, that was another one. I'm attacking with this automaton. We'll see where does it bring it. Or just reanimating all those narcomoebas, making zombies, and then all of a sudden, boom, Zealoth, whatever the red-white card was called, +1/+1 haste, I'm dead. It's like turn 3. I haven't even played my Destructive Flow card to blow off their land. uh, yeah, I have memories. That was a long time ago. Yeah, Flanking Zealot, yeah, that's the name. It's a 3 life, it's not very many. I have exactly 6 mana. You know what happens when you have 6 mana? Should I chump block? No, let's take 6. Walking Ballista? Oh. Ping? 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 They can search their own card. But that's why I'm doing it pre-combat, so that at least they have to search their own card, they don't also block with it. People still wonder, yeah, right? The 0-2 bracket whitelisted. GG's, they say. GG's, alright. Let me just see, play Rogues and Pioneer. I don't know about that, but yesterday I played Incarnation, which is not really, it's not a very good deck. I was playing Killed Incarnation, I played against Rogues. I hit my 4th land drop at turn 10 against Rogues and I won. I think that doesn't say very many good things about Rogues in Pioneer. Yeah, I have to play Pioneer after. I already have a league fired up with Rakdos, so I'll finish that league. Alright, I'll take a bathroom break. Come back for round number 4. It's round number 4, and I have 2 lands and 5 spells. Let's start with the card that gives name to my deck. They also start with the cards that give name to my deck, to their deck. Looks like their cards that gives name to their deck is maybe better than mine, though. Which is a problem. What do I do in order to win this game? Ancient Steerings. Let's go Scales. This matchup seems bad. Which brings the question, which matchups are good? An interesting forest my opponent has. It's just a tree. It's just a tree. I hope they play Timeless Lotus. Nope, unfortunately they played a good version. I like Nexus because I think that Nexus gives me lethal if I draw a Sacrifice Outlet. Like any Sacrifice Outlet. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm not pretending to be right. Or should have played a Automaton first, but I kind of expect to die this turn anyway. I wish they could just show me the card. That opponent, come on, show me the card. Oh. I thank God I have these Orvar and Soulless Jailer and Emrakul in my sideboard. I'm on the play, so let's bring in the Haywire Mite. Welding Jar, I guess it's good against Force of Vigor. Patchwork Automaton maybe can leave. What else? Ozolith? Ooh, what's the sentence over there? I don't like the tone. This is my... Okay. I think this hand is fine. I have Springleaf Drum. Yeah, nah. Let's go... Yeah, Springleaf Drum pass. There's a Saga. Land? Relic 2 just blew up your land here. Probably. Went to Murktide video last week because I was in Minneapolis. Posted another Murktide video. Sort of, right? You enjoy it? The car market video? Hey, that's a good draw. That a creature, probably Zabaz. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's go Zabaz. Let's play this Ancient Steerings. Looking for a land. And another Saga. But I think I want to get down the... Just the forest, I think. And then what? Is it just Scales plus Haywire Mite? I don't want to slow roll this Haywire Mite if I can. I guess I can just cast the bigger Ozolith. Yeah. I think I have the spare mana this turn. Draw. Forest. Okay. Let's go Scales. Walking Ballista. I'm coming to play with 3 counters. And pass. Yeah, I'll remove the Patchwork on the draw for sure. I play Dryad. Haywire Mite unfortunately does not kill Dryad. It says non-creature. Walking Ballista does. Play Scales. Let's kill my own Zabaz here. Let's kill my own Zabaz. And let's move 3 counters here. Again, this is not triggered ability, it's just replacement effects. You can see it. Let's attack. I guess I had the Ozolith. I should have just used the Ozolith instead of killing my own Zabaz. Yeah, I guess I'm new to this card. Anyway, let's remove 4 counters. Play Shadowspear and pass the turn. Orvar is for Archon of Cruelty, Emrakul is for Mill. No, it doesn't go on the stack. That's it says triggered ability, but that's just replacement effects when you have multiple of these. I don't know why it does, but yeah, could have had a Zabaz in play if I played it differently. It's okay though. We're learning. Okay, they reveal a Dryad. I hope they don't have a way to kill my Walking Ballista. It's a first land, the Cavern of Sauce, and they transmute it to Lyria West. That's okay. But I can pay the pact, but I can't play a Titan next turn. They're dead, you think? I doubt it. They are dead indeed. Wow. You foresaw death. On the draw. We don't want to cut. Got that, and let's take out all the automatons. Having extra lands, maybe? Yeah. Let's go. In theory, you play Emrakul because of Tasha, but like it's literally doesn't matter. Like if you don't own an Emrakul, like you don't have to net deck. You can also just not play. My hand's functional. The opponent kept 7, and this deck probably can never beat theirs if we both kept 7. And I don't have any cyber cards, and this hand doesn't even. I think I'm mulligan looking for the whatever. I keep low expectation with this hand. Hello, Ari. How is Scales playing? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, I think it was fine to try to mulligan to the little bug that destroys an artifact. I didn't find it, and I guess I'll lose. I played this maybe to get the thing next turn, but then I would have Stone Rained myself. Plus that too. That's okay. Alright, let's play the last match for 50 play points. It is not. It does not feel very good. I felt like I played a lot of matchups that we just needed to run more than our opponent, and we didn't. Our opponent ran over us. Final match against Cackle on the draw. Yeah, that's a keep. Glyph. Fury. Okay, putting scams a Fury on turn 1 on the play. Pitching Bolt. Okay. Pendelhaven. I wonder what's the play here. It might just be Drum. Yeah, I think it's Drum. You play Saga? Saga gets me the Ozolith. Maybe I like very much. Yeah, I think I do this. I want to go Saga Drum. Next turn, I take 8. Play whatever, Automaton. Tap it, play Scales. The next turn, we can go off. I think that's what I like. And kill the Automaton on the turn. Now I go to 4, but I get ready to do a lot of things next turn. Yeah, I like this play. I like the sequencing here. Using the Saga as a tutor target, similar to Amulet of Vigor. Well, it puts me to 4 on turn 3. And then what? They pass. So I just get I get the Ozolith. How much damage do I have on the Automaton? Because I get Ozolith. I think it's lethal. Is it? Is it lethal? Is it lethal, chat? I just go Ozolith. And I pay 2 mana, I go Ravager. And then I sack Drum and 2 Nexus on the Ravager. So the Ravager comes to play with 2 counters. It's gonna have 4, 6, 8. Yeah. I think I don't have it. I think that I don't have it actually. It's gonna only, but I guess I can block the Fury. Yeah, I think the right play must be Ozolith now. The question is, do I go Steerings? Yeah, let's go Steerings. This thing has Ward 2. Ward 2. They can't kill it. Don't think it was enough. Maybe with Zabaz, get some help. Let's go Zabaz. Let's go Ravager. I now might have enough though. Right? Because I start sacking things on the Ravager. I can do 1, which makes this a 4/4. Then I can do this, which make this a 8/8. Then I sack this to itself. Modular goes here. Yeah, I think now I have it. Alright, let's go. Springleaf. Okay, I lose it to terminate. Sorry, I don't lose to terminate. I just lose the Ravager to terminate. I think it's a fine sacrifice to do. They have terminate. Or do a modular into? I might modular here actually. Sacrifice Ravager to itself. Ozolith goes here. Attack. Alright. I'm glad. I'm glad I found the line. I think the most important thing was to go turn 1 Saga. Hello, the broker. How was holiday? I wouldn't say it was holiday, but yeah, I guess it was an holiday. Yeah, it was good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. The Pro Tour is indeed an holiday after all. On the Dragon Scam. Let's go. As game not even hard? Yeah, it was, I mean, once you learn this, it was easy. Yeah, the thing is that I had no idea what I was doing. I was just hoping it was lethal. And I'm playing on an online platform. I joined the Scales cult. I would never. As you see, I'm 1-3. The Scales cult would never go 1-3. They would never get paired against a Hammer player who had 2 Hammers in every opening end, or an Amulet Titan player. So is Jailers was Cascade? Yes. Mulligan. Skills players would never open ends like this. Mulligan. Deep. Allora, bottom 2 cards is gonna be on a... Maybe the real Ozolith? Maybe Zabaz? Maybe it's Zabaz, actually. Yeah, let's do this. Any scammers? No scammers? Ooh, I drew Zabaz at the bottom. I feel smart. Opponent doesn't scam on turn 1? There must be a glitch. There must be a glitch. Very slow hand. They must be loaded with removal spells, so let's just play stones. Able. Let's go Zabaz. Let's go Walking Ballista. Open and stuck the deck wrong. Your turn. Did I kill the goblin? Nah, I guess. Should I kill the Goblin Shaman? Nah. Oh, it's fine. You can attack me. I'll take it. You can go land 5, Fury. Okay, they are Evoking Fury, pitching Season Pyromancer. They didn't discard anything out of Fable, I think about it. How do they deal the damage to? 2 and 2, okay. Not bad, 2 and 2. That's fine, right? Yeah. The Ozolith has 6 counters. They scam the Fury. Cards in end. Activate the Nexus. I can try to pump it. Yeah. This time I remembered. And I have lethal, of course, if I removal spell. That's fine. So this is a 6, but I'm going to move 7 counters on it. Sorry, this is a 3, but I'm going to go to 7 counters on it. That's 10. You play Lightning Bolt. Okay. So what I can do here is... Oh, nothing, right? No, I just have to accept it, right? Yeah, because like the Ozolith is targeted already, so... It's fine. Your turn. I have 1 card in end. Hope they don't have Blood Moon. Or another removal spells and they die next turn. Engineered exposes on 1. Aish. That sucks. Alright. I take 10, I get 8. Hangarback. Forest. Va bene, I lose. I don't wanna chump block. Actually, I can't even because I kill it. Alright. On the play. For the last game of this league. Land 1/1. Go. Okay, I'll attack for 1. And then I go Urza Saga. Automaton double Welding Jar. Double Welding Jar. Yeah, this is why we attack first. Abe thank you for the 10th months. Welcome, welcome. Will Common. Malakir Meyer. Modern Stable. Draw. Lend? Nice. I'd rather make Saga Construct instead of doing anything else. I'm in a scam matchup, so my card resource is important. Important. That's what it is. Alright. Urza Saga. Next turn, what am I doing? Probably just Hangarback Walker. Talk for 9. What's up? Let's go. Ooh, you evoke Fury. Wow. Man, spending 2 cards to destroy Welding Jar. That's a big sacrifice they're doing. Play this. Attack for 8. And win. Hmm. So they got a lot of blockers now. They discard Feign Death Grief. Yeah, they got a lot of blockers now. I'll play the Ozolith. I'll attack for 10. You must chump. And I guess I'll put a counter here. I guess I can wait, yeah. That's okay. Oh yeah, Pops, I signed your Murktide. Nice. Glad. I'm glad. Yeah, Murktide is by far the card I signed the most. Explosives on 0. Okay. And then what? You pass. I'll put a counter. Untap. I'll I wanna play Walking Ballista here to pump this. I guess I don't need to, right? I just attack first. Nah. Nah, it's I don't need to, I just attack first with all. Let's see what they do first. They don't want to tap out before. They chump. Then they suck the explosives. Oh wow. Hmm. That's a good play. What they do. I crack the explosives. I'm still gonna get 2 Thopters and 2 counters on the Ozolith. That's not bad. And then I play Ballista post combat after they broke the explosives. Alright, so they crack the explosives. resolves. I got 2 Thopters, 2 counters on the Ozolith, and then the stack is clear. And then post combat, I'll play a Mog Fanatic and pass. There are 3 cards in end. And they concede. Alright, we got 20 play points. Kind of a success over here. Thank you to everybody who watched the whole video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you tomorrow.